Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Kurtzing here with another Great League video. Got Drifblim on the lead, a zoom roll as the safe switch, and uh, Drifblim as your closer. So you got Drifblim on into the lead into a Wigglytuff. This is a fairly positive matchup for Drifblim, other than not running a poison charge attack. So they switch into a Swampert. I am almost at back-to-back crunches, so I'm going to throw the first one, another Poison Sting, throw the next one. And I did get the defense drop on that first crunch. So that next one does a lot of damage. I'm going to switch right away into a Zoom Roll after that. The only thing you really have to watch for from Swampert would be a Sludge Wave. Not a lot of them are running that. It's normally a Hydro Cannon Earthquake. So you can fairly safely no-shield that first move. You're gonna no-shield this one here. It's also just an Earthquake. Full bubble down. They bring back in the Wigglytuff. So I'm gonna go for the play rough here. This basically does neutral damage, so it would do a fair decent amount. So they decide to shield that up. I go for a shield here because I am almost out of play rough. So I want to get this play rough off here and do as much damage as I can to the Wiggly. Probably able to farm down. Yeah, the poison stings are really adding up. So they switch into a Typhlosion there. I could have thrown the Aqua Tail right away, but I kind of wanted to just get out and save the Drapion for the Wigglytuff if I needed to. Shield up that first Thunder Punch and managed to get to a Shadow Ball here, which should take out the Typhlosion. And then I would imagine I'll be able to farm Wiggly down. It is resisting greatly the Astonishes, being the normal typing, but they just throw the Swift there and able to farm down. So well played there. A little bit close at the end with the Typhlosion coming in, but made it work. Drapion into Primeape. Primeape, you kind of have to watch for close combat. Gonna go for Aqua Tail here to do a little bit of chip damage. Crunch would be resisted because of the fighting typing. I know even when it resists, I like going for Crunch because you have the opportunity to get a defense drop. There I do shield up in case it was a close combat. Just a Rage Fist, so I no shield this one, and it's a cross chop, which surprised the heck out of me because I haven't come across any Primeapes running cross chop. So I figured for sure it was just going to be another Rage Fist. Going for Aqua Tails after Aqua Tail, and they do shield that last one up there. Well, they're out of shields now. So switch into a Zoom Roll. Zoom Roll is going to be able to take whatever the move they have here, and then I'm going to look to just bubble down. I think, though, they're going to throw again. Yeah, they managed to get to another move before I'm able to bubble down, which is a little unfortunate, but knowing that it's just a Rage Fist or a Cross Chop, not super worried about it. Dunsparce comes in here. Now this could get tricky really quick if I can't get rid of the Dunsparce, because normal typing is going to resist Astonish and Shadow Ball, and the Rollout and Rock Slide is going to devastate the Drifblim. And my Drapion's almost dead. So I managed to make it to another play rough here, and then I'm basically going to just let them farm me down. I'm going to do as much bubble damage as I can, and I know that they're going to be able to move, so I'm going to come in Drapion and then right away switch into Drifblim. And the thinking here is that they're going to go for a Drill Run, because I mean, honestly, they could have gone either, but they do go Drill Run. And so a little bit of a cheeky catch there, but I was looking for a way to save my shield, and I figured they knew I had Drapion, so they would be planning the Drill Run. So I just wanted to show Drapion and then switch out, and I felt pretty happy about that catch. But Cloudspire here, I do have the shield, which is nice because I think even debuffed, Stone Edge would take me out or very, very close. But I do manage to shield that up and then go for another Icy Wind here, which is going to pretty much secure the game. One more Astonish and they're gone. So good game there. Into the third match here. Malamar into the Drapion. Not the best matchup. You do have to watch for superpower. And I honestly was not expecting them to throw a superpower here. I figured they'll throw a foul play, or like most of the time people are going to farm up to 2 superpowers back to back. So I'd let that go through, unfortunately. They shield up that crunch. And they're staying in. So I'm like, are they just super weak to Drapion in the back or what? They go for another superpower. It's another double debuffed. Gonna go for another crunch here. And they shield that up. So they're both shields and they've superpowered. So they got a defense drop. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna bring my Azumarill, save some health on my Drapion. And they got Toxapex in the back, which is not good. Completely walls all of the energy that my Azumarill would have. And I can't do anything about it, basically. Can't really do any damage to this Toxapex here. So I think they're going to go for a Sludge Wave. They do. That almost takes me out. I do manage to make it to another move, so I'll throw the Play Rough just to do a little bit of chip damage. It's going to do very little. I actually wonder which would do more, Ice Beam or Play Rough. Bring in Toxapex here. They're going to throw right away, take me out if I don't shield. I do believe I shield. Yes, I do. I had so much energy, I didn't want to let that go. And then they catch the crunch on the Malamar. Is it a catch though if they're half health? So almost take them out. And they had another move, and I thought, okay, well, they're going to superpower again, so I'll catch the superpower on my Drifblim and start ramping up energy. And nope, they throw foul play. So had I possibly had I caught the superpower or just let them throw onto the Drifblim, game would have been different, I feel. I want to save this energy on the Drapion, that's why I switched to try to catch the supposed superpower. But you can see there, Crunch doesn't do quite enough, and then in the back they've got the Diggersby. So yeah, Icy Wind on Diggersby would add up, but I think Scorching Sands would do more damage over the course of the battle, and Astonish would do almost nothing with the normal typing, so they probably had that one anyways. Drapion throwing an Aqua Tail here against a Wigglytuff, sorry. Another Aqua Tail coming through. I wonder, I know that Crunch and Aqua Tail is the preferred moveset, but I wonder if, what is it, Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave that it gets? I wonder if that would be almost better with how many fairies there seems to be. There's a lot of the Wigglies around and the Azumarils and stuff like that. But then you lose the coverage for Annihilate and other dark type or psychics and Cresselia and stuff like that. So not sure. Morpeko in the back here, gonna shield this up. Aurora Wheel, totally would have taken me out. They're ramped up here, but I get to a Play Rough. I think they're out of shields, if I looked at that right. No, they had one last shield there, so that's unfortunate. They're gonna, I mean, I'm happy they're throwing. I was like, oh, they're gonna be able to completely farm me down, but they do throw here at the last second. Don't really want to bring in more Morpeko or Drifblim because it's electric typing, and I think they're at their, it looks like it would be their electric one, but oh yeah, because they threw the Psychic Fang, so they move. Yeah, that's right. So it would have been an electric one, but it still would have taken me out had I not but I had a shield, so maybe I should have. But being the dark typing, they're going to resist the Shadow, the Astonishes as well. So didn't want to bring that near them. This thing certainly takes out Annihilate fast. However, Rage Fist also is super effective against Drifblim. As you can see there, you definitely wouldn't want to get hit by 2. So managed to make it to the Shadow Ball here. And then I'll take out the Annihilate, and that's a good game. I think we've got one more match here. Drapion into Kingdra. Kingdra is going to shred through pretty much anything with Dragon Breath. Drapion builds up energy fast, get to a crunch here. This will do decent damage if they let it go through. They do, so that's almost half health that they're at with the Poison Stings. They are down to half health. Make a catch onto my Azumarill. Likely just an Octazooka, but I end up catching an Outrage, which is pretty nice. They bring in Clefable. Clefable does have access to Meter Mash, so you do you risk getting hit by a super effective move there. Play Rough lands on the Clefable. Is this the match that I was like, what are they going to shield? Are they going to shield anything? Do shield up the Meter Mash. And at this point, I think, yeah, I do throw. I'm sure they would have got to another move before I was able to farm them down there. So throw the move there. They bring back in Kingdra, and I'm able to make an Ice Beam. They're going to shield, right? Like they're definitely going to shield. They do, yes. Okay. There was one match that I think that they waited till the last Pokemon to shield. So I was like, what is going on? Bring in Drapion here. I don't really want to shield this and go down shields, but it is an Outrage, so that I feel like was a decent shield. Aqua Tail can go through here. I don't think it quite takes out if they let it go. Yeah, it does just take out. And then they got a Rapidash in the back. So here I'm going to kind of use the Drifblim as a shield. So they're farming up here. I'm almost to an Aqua Tail. So I hit the Aqua Tail and I switch. And I think were throwing. They were in the animation. So they throw. It's a Wild Charge, which one-shots my Drifblim. However, it dropped their defense. So now this Aqua Tail, which is a small move, bang, takes them out. Good game. Like 2 HP left, and I managed to take them out. So that was very close as well. But a nice little 4-1 set there. Yeah, overall, I think it was kind of a fun team to play. I am going to play it a little bit more, I believe, after making this video, get a little bit better at it. But yeah, the person that I saw use it got to Legend. So good luck out there. See you in the next one.